What's up, guys? Today I am joined by none other than Steve CARELL himself.
Hello.
There he is. Now, Steve, in the movie Despicable Me 3, you play Gru. He was first a supervillain turned superhero. That's not an easy thing to go through. So Steve has come in today to see me for some therapy. Now, there is one catch. It's not just any normal therapy session. Every word we say in this video has to start with the next letter in the alphabet. So for example, I'd say, "Afternoon, Steve, how you doing?"
Ben, better.
There we go. Now, without further ado, let's get this going.
Okay.
Alrighty, Steve, you've come in to see me today. What can I help you with?
Ben, my son, told me that he doesn't want to go to school anymore.
Children today can be very, very mischievous. We have to try and keep our kids in school to keep them off the streets and stop them doing things like
Donuts.
every day they're just stuffing their faces with donuts.
Faces, ears, eyes. They put those donuts everywhere they can think of.
Goodness knows where they would put the donuts if they didn't have eyes to put them in.
How am I supposed to deal with this?
I think what you need to do is you need to sit your son down and say, "Listen, you're not going to school to eat donuts. You're going to school..."
Jerks is what they are. They're little jerks because they eat their donuts and no tolerance for anything else.
Knowledge is what they need. What I would suggest is perhaps homeschooling. Have you ever thought about homeschooling your child?
Lately, homeschooling seems to be an option, but I'm not sure if it's one that I want to take.
Most parents would kind of be against homeschooling, so I can see where you're coming from. What would you say, the hardest situation you've ever had to deal with your child?
Namaste.
Often namaste can be a very challenging thing to go through with one's child.
Well, I just lost the game. I just lost the game. We should start again.
We'll give him another chance.
Let's try that again.
Perfection is something that you want to see from your kids. How do you get this out of them without coming across as too overbearing?
Quintessential to a child's development is the idea that they're a part of something.
Right?
And my kids don't feel like they're a part of something. Oh, you already...
Run to S.
You jumped in. That was really good. Right. Oh, so I'm S.
You did it. You said some S.
Some S, yeah.
Tell me, how does it feel being S?
Underwhelming.
Very underwhelming indeed.
What is that supposed to mean?
Xylophone, someone told me once, but that guy, I don't know what he was talking about because I just can't see how that makes sense.
Yes. You're right.
Zipper. Undone.
And scene.
So we'll do...
I'll try to do a good one this time.
I'll tell you what, we'll do you are my boss and I'm your employee and I've come in for my yearly review.
Okay.
So you started off with A and we'll go from there.
Annually, we like to talk to our employees, Josh, and give them an idea of how they're doing.
But this year, I know I haven't perhaps had my best year, but I promise you, if you keep me on for another year...
Calm down, Josh. It's going to be fine.
Daniel, you are my favorite boss. Out of all the bosses here at Illumination, you are my favorite.
Everybody says that.
For goodness sake, you are just adorable, aren't you?
Goodness, you are kind.
How could I impress the other bosses?
I think what you need to do is avail yourself to them and be open.
Just like that?
Kind of like that.
Lots of people say that I make myself too open and I'm too keen for people to like me and I should just let people like me for me.
My mom says that.
Now, I know your mom. She's really great, isn't she? You know she invited me around for quick one.
Oh no!
Yeah, she did. Not pneumonia. It was of course until I got the pneumonia.
Qatar is where I first got pneumonia.
Really?
Sometimes I feel like my lungs will never be the same.
Tomorrow is another day.
Unfortunately, it is. And I'm going to have to give this review again and again and again. I'm very sick of it.
Valuable is your time, and I really do appreciate you giving me your time for this review.
Well, I think you're doing a wonderful job, and I'm glad you came in.
Xylitol can sometimes help if you're having a bad day, maybe with all these reviews, if you need some help to sort of ease the stress.
Yes, I love xylitol.
I love the way you left me with X and Z both times. Zaps from shock therapy can sometimes help with the stress as well.
Let's try that.
There we go. Did you enjoy that? It was a bit of...
That was fun, yeah.
a bit of improvisation. I figured
Sure.
with all the interviews and stuff, this might at least,
I think people
have a
learned
bit-
something.
Yeah, I hope so. A big pleasure to meet you. I've sort of been a fan of your stuff for ages. I've always
thanks.
watched you, so I really enjoyed this. Yeah, guys, make sure you go check out Despicable Me 3. I watched it the other night. It's really, really cool. I hadn't seen the first two. I watched the third one, and I went and watched the first two. After I watched
good.
it, I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Highly recommend going to see it. Subscribe to me, give the video a like and a comment, and I'll see you next week for another video. All the best. Thanks,
Bye.
Steve. Bye.